straight out of Hollywood down here. Let's give a big warm welcome for Jim Billingsley. With an impression tonight. Okay. Dickie told me to do that. Anyway, I'm really nervous. I haven't done stand-up comedy in like a year and a half. These other guys are pros. I'm a little bit worried. And, you know, my goal, because I'm older, I'm the oldest comedian coming up here tonight, my goal is to remember my material. It all started like 25 years ago. I was doing the Oceanside Moose Lodge. And right in the middle of what I thought was my brilliant material, this old moose yells out, "Keep your day job!" And I was devastated. But I decided to take the old moose's advice and kept my day job as a financial advisor, even though I always consider myself a professional comedian. Because I made like $950. That's in like 25 years of doing this. Which my friend Tony, the birthday boy, said, that puts me in the top 10% of all money earners for comedians in San Diego County. I want to make this announcement too before I get started going too far. You know, if you guys heckle me tonight, I'm going to have you arrested. And that's because of elder abuse. That would be elder abuse. Which is going to be embarrassing when you go to jail. They're going to say, "Why are you here?" Well, I heckled this old guy at the Comedy Store, and he had me thrown in jail. The doormen have handcuffs. Anyway, let's see. Now I forget my material. Oh, I know what I was going to say. You know, I think if you do heckle me, you know, one of the things that hecklers I object to is they mumble. They don't enunciate. So enunciate and project. But you could get arrested. You know, 2020, anybody else, one of my best years ever. Because apparently I don't like people that way. I mean, I like the audience, but I mean, I have to like you guys. But I'm talking about people in general. I don't care for them that much. And anyway, it was a good year. It's a good excuse for not getting together with people.
That's great.
So I thought I'd start out tonight by telling you guys a little about myself. First of all, I'm a really nice guy. Like both of my friends think so. I'm an excellent parallel parker. And because I grew up near Fresno, I'm very good at Yahtzee. I was married for a long time, and then about 19 years ago, my wife and I got a divorce. You guys are a very compassionate audience. And I really thought women would be lined up to date me. But that never really happened. So I worked at a dating resume and letters of recommendation. And here are some of the comments that women are making about me. Jim has a great sense of humor and is great in bed. That's Susan from Fresno. Yvette, who's 48, said Jim has lots of fun. I was amazed a guy that old could stay up that late. And on a scale of 1 to 10 on the fun meter, Jim's an 11. He's also an excellent parallel partner. That's Vicky from Vista. That's Vicky Bartlett. She's going to be up here next. Vicky, she went for Lou, the piano player, so she got away. One of my big regrets. Anyway, the dating resume and letters of recommendation board. I married Shauna from Escondido. No, sorry, ladies, I'm taken. Anyway, I always struggled with dating. My very first date, I went to the county fair with this girl named Colleen, and we had a great time. She was beautiful. We rode on the rides, and I won her one of these small teddy bears, and it cost like $200 or $300 to win one of these small teddy bears. But I took her home. I got a kiss goodnight. I was so much in love with Colleen. And then the next night she went back to the fair with another guy. I know, and I was devastated. But I learned 3 things. Love is tough. You should always win the big teddy bear for the girl. And girls named Colleen are sluts. They are. I should probably get over it. A couple of years ago, I was working in this office with like 12 women and 2 guys. I was one of the guys. I had to share this office. With this lady who, she liked to talk a lot. And, one day she was talking, and I thought she was talking to me. And so I said, what? She said, oh, I'm talking to myself. Then 5 minutes later, same thing happened. She was talking. I said, what? She said, oh, I was talking to myself. Then she was talking to me. I was focused on my job. She was talking to me. And then she got mad at me for not listening to her. So lean right over there. So women are hard to understand. And not all women. Some women are. And you know who you are. Anyway, I married my wife now. Shauna was a retired HR supervisor. And I have to admit, sometimes I need to be supervised. And she's right like 90% of the time. I'm right like 10% of the time. And I brought that up with her, and she didn't say, no, Jim, that percentage was wrong. I think it's 80-20 or 70-30. I think like most men in the country, 90-10 is a pretty good average, and then they try to talk you out of the 10%. You're right. You're right. Anyway. Recently, I had one of my best sets ever. It was practicing coming down here tonight. I filmed with the same material. Anyway, I'm a baby boomer. Any other baby boomers here tonight? Few of us. All right. You know, baby boomers, they're into drugs, sex, and rock and roll.
Oh, yeah!
I was never any good at any of those. If I had to choose one, I'd choose sex. But anyway, for you younger people in the audience, on behalf of the baby boomers, I want to apologize. Because apparently we spent all the money. Now you guys have to work till you're like 70 or 80 years old when we're going to retire. Anyway, I developed a TED Talk. I haven't given it yet, but I developed it. It's called The Importance of Imaginary Friends in Our Social Development. And when I was younger, I had an imaginary friend. His name was Bob, not his real name. We used to play these imaginary baseball games out in the backyard. I was the manager of the Dodgers, he was the manager of the Yankees. We got in these huge fights. Because the Yankees would always win. So that made me mad. And then one year, I accused a couple of Bob's players of using steroids, which really made him mad. And then things escalated. And then this is the part I'm not proud of. I took out the BB gun that I got for my 8th birthday, and I shot Bob in the leg. And he limped off. Never can you see him again. I know. It's, that's why I dedicated the TED Talk to Bob. Anyway, this is really embarrassing. I just remembered, I forgot to build rapport. So how are you guys doing tonight? One of the big advantages I feel of my comedy is I don't have to worry about the other comedians stealing my material. And, some people tell me to comedy is unique, other people say it's subtle. I was actually going for funny. Anyway, I want to close with this. Last month was Father's Day, and a couple of years ago I took my dad out to play golf for Father's Day out in Escondido, and it was a warm day. We were playing by ourselves, and it was tough getting Dad out there because he died in 1984. So what I decided to do was I hit a ball for Dad, then I hit one for me, one for Dad, one for me, one for Dad. And he ended up beating me by 5 strokes. Which I thought was appropriate because it was Father's Day. And then afterwards, we went in the clubhouse and had a couple of Budweisers, my dad's favorite beer. And he said, "Jim, for all you do, this much for you." I said, "Dad is the king of beers." He didn't touch his beer, so I drank them both. And that was the best Father's Day we'd ever had. And that's a true story. I actually did that.
I believe that.
So I want to give you guys this thought to remember when you go home. You know, we've all heard that timing is everything. But what about your friends? What about your family? What about your 401k? You know, timing is important, but it's not everything. So that's pretty much all the material I have. Any questions?